Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and the experimental card in Overwatch updated once again with one of the biggest batch of hero changes, where 30 heroes, that's right, 30 heroes got changed in that experimental update, where most of them got multiple changes to their hero kit. So you already know what I decided to do. Instead of having fun with my friends playing the experimental update, I decided to go into the training range to show you guys some of the changes of this update. Now there are two important things that I gotta quickly mention. First and foremost, I'm not going to be showcasing each and every single change with gameplay. It would take hours to record all the gameplay, and it would probably be an hour-long video itself to see all the meticulous changes to each and every single hero. So I'm going to show all 30 heroes patch notes while talking about one meaningful change to that hero. And the last thing I want to quickly touch on is that this experimental update is of the likes of the April Fool's update, where most, if not all of these changes are probably not going to go onto live servers. You know, there's some funny changes, there's some stupid changes, there's some really OP changes, and there's also some useless changes. But the Arista Christmas hat change is definitely not useless. Blizzard, you need to keep this. So finally, let's look at all the 30 heroes that got changed. And if you're wondering about the other two heroes, well, Echo didn't get a change, and of course, May didn't get a change. God damn, why can't I be so why? Alright, so we're gonna be going fast. First, starting off with some tank changes, beginning with Diva, where one of the big changes is that whenever she ejects out of her mech, it sends her 50 meters per second upward, basically yeeting her out of their mech. Our favorite Omnic Horse Lady is up, where she got the greatest change, where she's gonna now be wearing a Christmas hat permanently! She also now has 399 armor instead of 250. Which is kind of cool too, I guess. Reinhardt, I think, got one of, if not the most changes in this update, where every single time you block an Earth Shadow from the enemy run, you now get a voice line saying you shame yourself. And it also now appears in the kill feed, which I think is a good quality of life that they should keep. Rodok got a fun change where every single time you use his whole hog and you aim down at the ground, it now lifts up the big fat pig. And now pigs can fly, and quite possibly my mom will love me. Sigma, like Reinhardt, got a whole gang of changes with the experimental update, where they decide to experiment with his experimental barrier by experimenting a deletion to the barrier. His barrier's gone. He doesn't have a shield no more. It's just a sucky suck. That's all he can do now is suck. Winston not getting as much changes compared to his shield companions, but every single time you do jump, if you land anywhere from 4 meters, his big chunky butt now does 100 damage in that vicinity. Heyman got a lot done to him to a lot of his abilities, but every time you're in ball form and you jump a whole lot higher. Zari's the last tank where she received the least amount of changes, but her barriers now increased in size, giving her a bigger hitbox to absorb more damage incoming. Moving on to DPS heroes, first up with Ashe, where she did receive a lot of cool changes, but her coach gun now has 2 charges, meaning that she can launch herself a little bit farther now. Bastion not receiving too much change love, but where every single time you transform into your tank, you now have 100 extra armor, giving you a lot more survivability when you're firing downfield. Good old Cole Cassidy coming in as the runner-up for the best change out of this update, where he now spawns a lot more tumbleweeds. He also got changes to his gun, but the tumbleweeds! The big bad man, Doomfist, passive shields now increase from 30 to 40, meaning that you're gonna have a lot more survivability, meaning that you're gonna be a lot more annoying. Genji's change is pretty fun, with her wall climbing speed increased by 50%, and it also refunds his double jump, meaning that double jump is back from season 1! And his brother Hanzo also got a change where his storm arrows now can ricochet. No, not scatter. No. It'll be less annoying. Junkrat, his passive ability now doubled the grenades, and it also increased the vicinity as to where the grenades get spread out, meaning that you can basically just suicide bomb onto the point and you'll do better than if you were just to play Junkrat normally. Ferris is interesting. I don't know how it works with gravity, but the hover jets now, every single time you crouch, now increases your falling speed. Reaper is now a speed demon apparently, because after you use a shadow step, the movement speed increases by 40% after 6 seconds of using that ability. Soldier 76 now has the gold mag from Apex Legends, where if you use the sprint for 3 seconds continuously, it'll now automatically reload your gun. Sombra's Overwatch 2 version of herself makes a grand appearance, where for 3 seconds of using a hack on an enemy, now the enemy takes 20% increased damage, which is kind of weird because, well, isn't it supposed to be like 50% increased damage? Symmetra's the only hero that got only one change in this update, but anybody that goes to Symmetra's teleporter now has an increased speed of 50% for almost 2 seconds, 1.5 specifically. But god dang, man, what's with all this movement speed increase? Torbjorn got a lot of changes, but I really like the change to his Forge Hammer where the damage got increased from 55 to 75, and every time you use your Overload ability, it now increases to 125 damage. The hammer is OP! Tracer is a lot more nimble, a lot more agile, where every single time you use your recall ability, it resets all of your blink charges, which I thought should have been in the game to begin with, because if you use the recall, it resets your health, it resets your ammo. Shouldn't it reset your blinks too? Widowmaker! She didn't get a lot of changes, but every single time you use your Infra Sight, it now resets your grab hook, making it so that you can make a sick phase montage with Widowmaker. Now it's on to support, where I think Ana got a really sick change out of all the support heroes, where now she can nano boost herself if there's not a target in front of her. All the selfish automates rise up, baby! Baptiste is getting a little bit selfish as well, where his biotic launcher can now heal himself. So if you just aim at it at a wall or at the ground, now you can heal your team and yourself as Baptiste. So basically he's not gonna die. So far I've only been talking about buffs, but I figured it would be fitting to talk about a nerf for Brigitte, where she no longer heals ally with her Inspire ability, but she still gets a fun buff where her repair pack charge is now increased from 3 to 5, making her still a viable healer, just not as much of a damage healer. Remember how I said Ana got the coolest change? Yeah, I take that back. Lucio got the best one of all the support heroes, because now every single time you use your ultimate, it does a massive amount of damage if you land on somebody. If you drop the B, you drop their life, baby. Hey, where are all my mercy maids at? Because I know you're gonna love this one. When you're in your ultimate and you get a killing blow, it extends your ultimate by 3 seconds. Just all the support maids are gonna be so selfish now. Nobody's gonna be getting any healing. This goes for you too, Mora mains, because if you try to heal your team and you're all out of Gamer Girl P, it's gonna suck the life out of your own health to try to heal them. Wait a minute, that's not a selfish thing. That's actually the best thing they can ever do as a Mora main. And the last and final change goes to Zenyatta, where I thought he got a very interesting change where you can now put a Discord Orb on barriers, turrets, and other detachable and attackable objects like turrets from Symmetra. And those are all the changes that came with this experimental update. Again, a little reminder, I only wanted to talk about one memorable change because we'd be here all day talking about changes, talking about the damage increase and the damage nerfs and whatnot, when you can just go and play the experimental card yourself. That's the whole point of this update, is to play the experimental card and see what changes you like and see what changes you don't like. And more importantly, to see Arissa's new Santa hat and Cole Cassidy's new tumbleweeds. But I really want to know what changes you like from this experimental update, because even though this is supposed to be an experiment of the likes of the April Fool's update, there's nothing saying that we can't keep a Zenyatta Discord Orb on a Torbjorn turret permanently if we really do like the change. But other than the changes, the last thing I want to mention is that there will be a tournament held by numerous amounts of content creators in the Overwatch community, where the prize pool will be $10,000, and it will be held on December 10th through December 12th. That will be strictly on the experimental card update, and your boy also will be in the tournament, hopefully, if I can get a team going. But until the tournament happens, then I will see you guys later. So I love you guys, thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what you think about all these changes, what they should keep, what should they get rid of, and what other things they should bring into the game. But I love you guys, thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.